Hey, what's up guys? It's Joe Gagne here for another great home workout. Today we're going to do our quarantine core crusher. It's going to be 10 total minutes. We're going to go through 6 exercises and 2 rounds where we're going to go 40 seconds per exercise with 10 seconds to rest. And we're going to do it together, so I'm going to go 1 exercise at a time and I'll show you a demo of the next exercise as we're getting prepared for it. So just follow along with me and let's get right into this workout. Alright guys, hope you're ready to get started. We're going to start off with our 1-1-2 V-ups. We're going to go on 3, 2, 1, and go. So exhale as you crunch up and you're trying to just lift 1 leg at a time, and then once you've done 1 rep for each side, then you go both at the same time. Good. Really using that breathing to help you. Exhale with every crunch. All right, we're at the halfway point. Keep it going. Keep your focus. Go whatever pace is good for you, but really focus on the squeeze. Every contraction, getting as much out of it as possible. Perfect, good job. Okay, next up, we're gonna do our windshield wiper leg lifts. So starting with the shoulder blades off the ground, chin tuck, feet off the ground. We go straight up into a leg lift, drop a couple inches off to your midline to the side, back to the middle, down into a leg lift again, and then windshield wiper to the other side. So by dropping these legs a little bit outside of our belly button, we're getting a really good challenge for the obliques. Shoulder blades off the ground, chin tucked is going to allow us to, 1, keep our back flat for good alignment, but it's also going to allow us to keep those top abs contracted isometrically, so holding position without moving, but under tension. And that's what we're trying to build, is constant tension the whole way through. Good. First plank of the day, we're going to go into our elbows and forearms. We're going to do a rotating plank. So all you got to do is, once you establish your good solid plank position, just rotate side to side. Dropping the hip. Keeping your head and chest looking out in front of you about 2 or 3 feet. Belly button's in, glutes are squeezed. Just really focus on just pointing the hip, the bony part of your hip down towards the ground. Everything else stays nice and tall. We're just over halfway, guys. Keep it up. I know the planks are a little bit difficult, so if you need to take a rest, drop to your knees, you can. Or if you need to take a little breather and then come right back up, go ahead and do that. Excellent. Next up, the jog. We're going to go back to a crunch. We got a rope crunch. So knees bent, feet flat. We're going to reach the back of our hand to the outside of the opposite knee. So my right hand towards the outside of the left knee. Left hand towards the outside of the right knee. And I'm just going back and forth. Every time I touch down, I'm getting a stretch and I'm getting a nice strong contraction. By reaching across the body, I'm allowing myself, with good stability since my feet are down, to be able to get a great rotational crunch. Inhale and then exhale. Good. Just pretend like you're grabbing a rope with your hand and you're about to pull that rope back towards you. Good. Okay, scoot back low so you got some room. We're going to go leg circles, shoulder blades off the ground, chin tuck. Feet just slightly off the ground. We're going to go up, out, in, and then reverse it. Out, up, and down. Now keep in mind, the lower your legs get to the ground and the wider your legs go through your circles, the harder it gets. So if you need to make it a little bit easier, just keep your legs up a little bit higher and kind of minimize your range of motion or the size of your circles. Just make them a little bit smaller, and that'll make it a little bit easier to control. You want a little extra challenge? Go all the way down, all the way up as high as you can. Keeping those shoulder blades off the ground, chin tucked, and your low back flat to the back. Good. Now scoot forward so that you can get your heels on the edge of your gliders. Now if you don't have gliders, you can always use your socks on a slick floor like hardwood or tile, or you can just get 2 kind of towels like hand wraps or something, and that will work just perfectly just the same. What we're trying to do here is keep our hips off the ground, and you have your choice of either going one leg at a time, or you can try and go both at the same time. What I like to do is go one leg, then the other, and then both. That way I get a little bit of challenge of the more difficult version, but I also get the opportunity to work one side separate from the other side for a good challenge. Okay, now we get 10 seconds to recover, and then we go right back through it. One more time, guys. Doing great, we're halfway. Here we go, back to it. 1, 1, 2 VOs. Good, keep it going. You can alternate which leg starts first, that's fine. Now by keeping one leg down, you get that extra little bit, just ever so slightly extra leverage to allow you to work a little bit, get a little bit more out of each individual contraction. You want to make it a little bit harder by all means. You can keep both legs off the ground the whole time, and it's going to make those infinitely harder. So built-in progressions or regressions for whatever you need. Okay, windshield wiper leg lifts, guys. Shoulder blades off the ground, chin tucked. Legs off the ground. Leg lift, windshield wiper. Back to the middle, go down into another leg lift, and then a wiper for the other side. I like to keep my hands by my side, but you can also put them underneath your low back if you need a little extra support. That would be a great regression. And if you want to progress these to make these harder, keep your arms in the air, and that'll make it even more challenging because you're losing that leverage to help you. Now make sure you're always keeping the chin tucked to protect your neck and shoulder blades off the ground, but if it ever bothers your neck, just lay your head and neck flat on the mat and you'll still get an amazing challenge for the core. All right, into our plank. Elbows and forearms down low, rotating planks. Here we go. So establish your perfect plank and then twist. Side to side, do your best. Use your breathing to help you. Belly button in, glutes are squeezed. So we're always keeping that foundation plank rules in place. And then we're just building off it by increasing the difficulty and challenge through this dynamic movement. In this case, since we're swiveling the hips, we're really attacking the obliques really hard. They're responsible for any kind of twisting or rotation movement for the core. So, great way to really kind of build up the outside frame of your core. Good job, excellent work. Okay, over to the edge of our mat. Knees bent, feet flat. And we got our rope crunch, guys. Up, reach, grab that rope, and then over to the other side. Now, one way you can progress this to make it a little harder, don't ever let your abs off the hook. By keeping the shoulder blades off the ground, you're just rotating side to side, reaching across without ever placing your head down. But if you need to take that little momentary rest, perfectly fine. Whatever's better for you. You can also bring the legs up into the air. That makes it a little more challenging. Or if you get the legs completely straight, even harder. And then the lower those legs get while they're off the ground, the harder it gets. Good job, guys. So there's always ways to build up the progressions and make it a little harder, and we'll always go over that together. Okay, shoulder blades off the ground, chin tucked if possible. We got our leg circles. Up, out, in, out, up, down. Focus on going to whatever level of difficulty is appropriate for you. To be able to give yourself a really good challenge, but at a difficulty level and a pace that you can maintain and keep up. Good, use that breathing to help you. Keep that back as flat as possible. Try not to let that low back lift and arch. We want to make sure that we're always protecting our spinal alignment while still strengthening the muscles that maintain good spinal alignment. Okay guys, we're all the way to the end. The final exercise, our hamstring bridge curls. Okay, hands by the side. Bridge position, elevate those hips. Keep them up. One leg, then the other, and then both at the same time. You want to make it harder? Go both legs the whole way. That's really difficult. Or you could go 2 legs out, bring 1 leg back. All the way out with 2 legs, 1 leg back at a time. Want to make it a little easier, just go alternating legs the whole way. And then you could always reset, come back up, keeping that core engaged, belly button's in, glutes are squeezed, keep those hips lifted high. All your body weight's up on your shoulder blades, and your head and neck are supported completely. All right, that's it, guys. Awesome job. Okay, so once again, great workout. Thank you all for joining me. We did the quarantine core crusher, and I'll see you guys again in the next video.